Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to discuss about Nbhm preparation strategy 2025. So before going to start the preparation strategy, I want to tell something about this exam. Okay, so this year in 2024, the exam was on 20th January. Okay, so we can expect that in next year, I mean in 2025 also, it will be around this date. Okay, so there is two parts of Nbhm exam. One is for master student. Okay, one is Nbhm MSc and second one is Nbhm PhD. Okay, Nbhm PhD. So in Nbhm MSc is for the students who have completed their BSc, I mean who are in their final year or who are in their master's first year. Okay, and Nbhm PhD who has already completed their masters. Okay, so in Nbhm MSc, the selected students will get 8,000 per month as a stipend. Okay, for 2 years, and Nbhm PhD, it is same amount as JRF. Okay, so first JRF, then SRF, same amount. Okay, so why Nbhm exam is very important? So Nbhm exam is very important because by using these Nbhm exam marks, you can get chance in very different institute. I mean, at least you will be getting selected for the interview. Like CMI PhD students, uh, they select PhD students for interview from Nbhm also, as well as they have their own exam, but they also select student from Nbhm PhD. Okay, IMSC, HRI, these are I mean reputed institutes which takes this institute takes student from Nbhm PhD. Okay, and also there are different institutes like ISERS, IIT. In that you can give interview. Okay, for getting selected in PhD program, as well as in NBA for Nbhm MSc. There are options like KOSOM, Kerala School of Mathematics. Okay, IMSc also there, also NISER is there, and some ISERs also there. So that's why this exam is very important. So but this exam is difficult in the sense that first it is very interesting fact is that Nbhm has no official syllabus. Okay, Nbhm has no official syllabus. I mean, if you go to their official website, there is no official syllabus. So that's why sometimes it is getting very difficult that most of the students don't understand, because I have already got some message from many students who ask me that what is the exact syllabus and how can they prepare for this exam. That's why I am making this video. Okay, so since Nbhm has no official syllabus, then what we should cover for this exam, that is very important question actually, right? So that's why I'm going to discuss everything in this video, so you should see the entire video. Okay, now come to the pattern, that what is Nbhm exam pattern. Okay, so nowadays Nbhm has exactly one question paper. Okay, and this has two different part. One is for master student, one is for PhD student. Okay, if you see the previous year question for 2025, sorry, 2023 and 2024, you can see this pattern. Okay, so there is two different score, one is M score and one is D score. Okay, you will have enough information on the question paper, so just go to the Nbhm official website and download the previous year question paper of 2024 and read the instructions, you will understand. So the thing is that for masters program, the total marks M score is total M score is 160, and for PhD students total D score is 190. Okay, so if you see the previous year cutoff of 2023 and 2024, then you can see that the for M score, if you score 40 plus, then you have opportunity to getting selected for interview, I mean for the next stage. So NBHM exam has two stages. One is written exam, and then around April the selected students from the written exam, they will call for an interview, and they will take a interview, and then they will select the final list. Okay, so 40 plus, if you get score 40 to 42, then you will surely get chance for an interview. Okay, and for D score, you need to score sometimes 50, sometimes 54, so it is better to score around 60. If you score 60, 62, then you will definitely get in call. Okay, now, so but it is very difficult to score this much amount of marks, because there is no official syllabus, and also the questions are really standard, and sometimes it is very difficult also. Why this is difficult? If you see the pattern, there is no MCQ pattern. Okay, so there are two sections. One is fill in the blanks, and second one is true false. So in fill in the blank section, there is no negative marking. Okay, each, if you solve correctly, you will get 4 marks. If you can't solve correctly, you will get 0. There is no negative marking. Like if you put some answer which is wrong, then you will get 0. There is no negative marking. Okay, but for true false, each true false will give you 2 marks if you solve it correctly, but if you give it wrong answer, then there will be negative marking. Okay, so that's the two portion. Okay, if you see the question paper of previous year, then you can understand. But why this is difficult, at least this section, this fill in the blanks section difficult, because in most of the questions of this fill in the blanks portion, there will be multiple answer. Multiple answer means, uh, let's say give an example. Suppose there is a, say, n by n matrix, it is given, and then they are putting some conditions on A, then they are asking that what are the possible rank for the matrix A, right? Say the possible rank, this answer is say 1 3 5 7. Okay, so say A is a 10 by 10 matrix and the answer is 1 3 5 7. So if you want to get marks, then you have to put all 4 option. Okay, option means there will be a fill in the blanks, there will be a box beside the question. Okay, if you see the paper, you will understand. Then you need to write 1 3 5 7, all 4. Suppose you have written say 1 3 5, then also you will get 0. Okay, so they will give you full marks if and only if your marks your answer is completely correct. Okay, so there is no partial marking. Okay, for this. Okay, okay, so that's why it is important, that's why it is difficult, because sometimes in my case also, in one question when I gave this exam in 2023, I solved a problem. I think, I don't recall exactly what problem it was, but there were possible answers 3 to 4, but I somehow I gave write it one less. Okay, one option, I like one possible answer I did not write there, that's why I also got 0. Okay, that's why it is difficult. And also, you, if you, whenever you are seeing the question paper, you can see that the questions level is really high. Okay, okay. Now let me come to the most important part, that what should be a correct strategy for this exam, and what are the topics we should study. Okay, so the important topics. Okay, so the important topics for NBHM, important topics. Okay, one is real analysis, full full real analysis. Full real analysis means I am talking about sequence, series, limit, basic limit, continuity, differentiability, And sequence and series of function, very important, particularly sequence and series of function. Riemann integration is not so important, but you should read that. At least there are sometimes some questions are coming from the integral part, okay, some convergence of integral and so on. So real analysis full. Second important topics is complex analysis. So basic complex analysis, okay, basic complex analysis means say basic theorems, okay, say Cauchy integral formula, okay, Cauchy integral formula, Cauchy-Bourchard theorem, okay, how to compute the integral, line integral, okay, contour integral, open mapping theorem, maximum modulus principle, Rouché's theorem, argument principle, okay. So the standard theorems, okay, so basic complex analysis, very important. Third one is algebra. In algebra, group theory, ring theory plus field theory, okay. And in particular group theory, group action, very important, group action. It is guaranteed that at least one problem will come from group action, definitely, okay. So group action is very important topic. What about fourth one? Linear algebra. Linear algebra up to Jordan canonical form and rational canonical form, at least. If you know quadratic form, or if you can read quadratic form, then it will be helpful for you, okay. But at least up to Jordan canonical form. That means basic linear algebra, vector space, linear transformation, its properties and everything, and then concepts of eigenvalues, eigenvectors, minimum polynomials, diagonalizability, okay, and then inner product space, and then Jordan canonical form, okay, up to Jordan canonical form. Okay, so these are the topics which is most important and you should read. And then extra is that basic topology, point set topology, okay. Sometimes in last year there are two questions from algebraic topology, but I don't think it is a standard syllabus, because algebraic topology uh, most of the students don't know, because it is not in the syllabus of masters. So basic topology, okay, at least metric space, very well, okay. But don't stop the video, because you have to know that what about MSc, Nbhm MSc student, and what about Nbhm PhD student. I am talking about this syllabus as a standard syllabus for everyone, okay. But now you can ask me the question that what about Nbhm MSc student and what about Nbhm PhD student. So for Nbhm PhD student, they have to read this all, okay, because even if there is no question in the exam, in interview they will definitely ask you from these topics, okay. This is the standard syllabus. Then if you know some function analysis, some probability theory, some combinatorics, that will be helpful, because that is not standard topic, okay. But these are the basic topics which the interviewers expect that you should know, okay. So real analysis, complex analysis, basic abstract algebra, group ring field, in group theory, Shiloh's theorem, group action, this thing, and linear algebra up to Jordan canonical form, okay, fine. And basic topology. Now for master student, what are the topics that you should read? For master student, real analysis definitely, group theory and ring theory at least, okay. Group action particularly, this is very important topic for Nbhm particularly, okay. Basic complex analysis, I think complex analysis is easy section. So if you know, if you read like basic theorems, okay, basic complex analysis, not advanced complex analysis, basic complex analysis. And linear algebra, this. You can skip basic topology, because if you just uh, if you have just completed your BSc, then most of the universities there is no topology. Okay, but there is metric spaces, so you have to read metric spaces. Okay, as much as you can, because in interview they can ask you questions from metric spaces. Okay, so they will expect. Okay, so but you can skip topology. Okay, if you don't know, don't need to be worry much, you can skip that. Okay, but for PhD students you have to read all these topics very well. This is very important, because even if there is no question in the exam, actually they will definitely ask you in the interview. Because in interview, like, so I attended, like I applied for both masters and PhD program. Since I have done my BSc in 2000, I have completed my BSc. I had completed my BSc in 2023, so I applied for both masters and PhD. So, and I got selected in both program. Okay, so my interview was running around 1 hour 45 minutes. Okay, so they asked me question. I have already uploaded my Nbhm interview experience, so you can just go and check that video. Okay, then you will understand that what type of questions are asked in the interview, and that is the standard questions. But to qualify the first round, you need to know these basic topics. Okay, so these are the topics I think it's important, and you have to read this. Okay, and see the previous year question papers. Okay, this is very important. So these are the topics you have to do this. Okay, now, so books I have already mentioned. Okay, but some students ask me books. Okay, so let me tell you some reference books. So first one, for real analysis you can read SK Mappa, Bartley Shepard, Rudin. Okay, so read one book but solve problem from the exercise as much as you can. You can solve exercise from 3 books, 4 books if you have time. Okay, as much as you practice or as much as you see the questions, you will definitely understand that how to get used to this topic. Okay, these things are all that. So books, this is for real analysis. Okay, for complex analysis there are many standard books. You can read whatever you like, because the complex analysis are basic complex analysis are asked, which is almost same in the every book. But I followed particularly Stein Shakarchi. I followed these 2 books, Stein Shakarchi and Conway complex analysis. Okay, Stein Shakarchi and Conway complex, but you can read any book. Third one, abstract algebra. So for abstract algebra I read first basic book Gallian and solve this exercise. I think this is the best book for the first learner. Okay, Gallian, and then Damit-Foot. Damit-Foot is a very big book and there are lots of exercise, so try to solve as much as you can, but first try to finish Gallian. Also there are some standard books like Harstein, Artin, lot of books are there, but these 2 books I think these 2 books are the main books that I followed. And fourth one is for linear algebra, Friedberg and Hofmann-Kunz. So I like Friedberg because it is written in easy language. For a first learner, Hofmann-Kunz will be slightly difficult. So I believe that you should start with Friedberg, and then after this you should read Hofmann-Kunz. But you have to solve some exercise from Hofmann-Kunz, because there are very nice exercises are there in the exercise of Hofmann-Kunz book, and it's a very standard books. Okay, and for metric space the one and only book is S. Kumarasan. So I read the whole book and solve all of the exercises. Okay, this is the only book I followed for metric space, and I believe that this is the best book. And for basic topology you can read Moncrief, that is the standard book. Okay, or you can try Armstrong or any other book, but Moncrief is the standard one. Okay, for basic points at topology. So these are the books I mentioned, but but I believe that you can read any book which you like, because problem solving and as well as clearing concept is important. Okay, so if your concepts are clear, then you can solve a problem. So it may happen that the taste varies different, so for different person, they like different books. It is not bad thing. So I followed mostly these books. Okay, this is my choice, but you can read any book whatever you like. Okay, it depends on your taste. Okay, so these are the books. Okay, so I feel these are the important things I should mention in my video. But if you have any doubt, you can comment or you can mail me. Okay, and if you have my contact number, you can just message me in WhatsApp or Telegram, whatever you like. Okay, these are the standard books and these are the standard topics that you should know. But before, like, besides this, all of these topics, if you know some extra topics, that will be advantage for you. But I don't think as a ordinary student from a local college they can cover all type of syllabus, like all sort of syllabus of very different topics. Okay, but if you can cover this standard syllabus, okay, and if you really know each and every concepts very well from this standard syllabus, then you will be definitely qualified. Okay, you will definitely qualify, no doubt. Thanking. So I hope that this video will be helpful for all of you. Okay, so if you have any doubt, just ask me anytime. Okay, and definitely see the previous year question paper. Okay, definitely, it is very important. Definitely solve previous year question paper. Okay, I know that it is hard to solve. Okay, uh, but try as much as you can. Okay, I will try to upload some solutions. Okay, but try as much as you can. See, you need to score only for 60 out of 190. Okay, you need to score only 60 out of 190. So true false sections are usually much easier. Fill in the blank section or the that section is difficult, more difficult. Okay, so true false sections are more easier. Okay, but there is a negative marking. That's also important. Definitely solve the PYQ of Nbhm and also TIFR, because TIFR questions are also this type of similar type of questions and some similar concepts also used to solve that problem. So definitely solve the PYQs of this. Okay. Okay. Thank you.